words to beat a narcissist once and for all, even until he dies. Hey everyone, whether you're a fresh face or a seasoned viewer, big thanks for tuning in. If you're digging what you see, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to catch more of our videos dropping every week. Now, let's plunge into our main jam, navigating the tricky waters of dealing with a narcissist and shaking off their influence. Navigating life with a narcissist means grappling with someone who believes they're the bee's knees, acts self-centeredly, and bulldozes over boundaries. They're masters at bending situations to their favor, steering conversations, and painting themselves as either saviors or martyrs. Choosing your battles wisely is key when dealing with them. Often, taking a step back and keeping things on the down low is the wisest course of action. Maintaining that distance is crucial. But if you can't or won't completely cut ties, here's a handy guide for handling a narcissist face-to-face for a lasting solution. Confronting formidable challenges can be downright daunting, and it's perfectly okay to feel the intensity. Letting your emotions out is crucial, but timing is everything. It's best to confide in a trusted friend or keep it private. When dealing with a narcissist, it might feel counterintuitive, but sometimes adopting their cool, detached vibe is necessary. Trying to reason with them often hits a dead end. They're more like wounded souls hungry for control. Save your energy and focus on safeguarding yourself, rather than getting sucked into futile attempts to change them. Navigating the realm of narcissists can feel like trekking through uncharted territory because they don't abide by the same moral code as most folks. They can pull off their schemes without a hint of remorse and excel at playing mind games. When you find yourself face-to-face with them, expect the unexpected and make a mental note to keep your cool. While it's undoubtedly a challenge, trust in your inner strength to see you through. Just bear in mind that the usual tactics may not cut it, so gear up for a different approach. You might naturally lean towards being caring, empathetic, and nurturing, putting in the effort to foster healthy communication and exercising patience. Perhaps you harbor hopes that these traits will forge a connection with the narcissist, even considering going the extra mile to salvage the relationship. However, I urge you to set aside such notions. The tried and tested methods that fare well with rational, sane individuals don't hold much sway with a narcissist. In such unique scenarios, it's crucial to ditch the conventional playbook and devise a fresh strategy. Navigating interactions with individuals who exhibit narcissistic tendencies might feel unconventional, but it's imperative to take a different approach. Instead of allowing yourself to be emotionally entangled, strive to maintain a calm and unaffected demeanor, delivering simple and succinct responses like "No, thanks, but no thanks. Apologies, I'm occupied. That's not feasible for me. I'm not interested, and thank you." Surprisingly, such straightforward replies prove remarkably effective. The trick lies in keeping it brief and to the point. A solitary no often suffices. Practice uttering these phrases in front of a mirror, focusing on maintaining your composure. Embrace the silence that follows, unafraid of its weight. Even though this approach may feel unfamiliar, remember, dealing with a narcissist demands a fresh strategy. Your aim is to remain composed, eschew emotional entanglement, and counter their antics with rational, level-headed responses. Picture the word "no" trailed by a thoughtful pause as a formidable weapon. Embrace the quiet, take a moment to gather yourself, and remind yourself that you're simply imparting information. It's not about emotions, but about managing things with a professional touch. You can also employ phrases like "I understand," "I acknowledge," "I'm listening," "I'll consider it," "Let me review," or "Let me ponder," keeping them concise and direct, followed by a purposeful pause. Despite its counterintuitive nature, silence holds tremendous power, particularly when facing off with a narcissist. The aim is to convey a resolute message that they cannot dictate or sway your decisions. You're not an easy mark, and their efforts to manipulate will fall flat. This isn't about engaging in a power struggle. It's about affirming your autonomy. Silence has a way of unsettling a narcissist in unexpected ways. It's a tool you can wield to your advantage. In certain scenarios, you might deploy phrases like, "That's cool," "Everything's fine," "I'm fine with that," "That works for me," or even, "I'm indifferent," trailed by a calculated pause. If you're feeling particularly bold, you might assertively state, "Yeah, that's not happening." By communicating in this detached, unemotional, and businesslike manner, you can effectively disarm a narcissist. You're not allowing them to play their mind games with you. You're making it abundantly clear that you refuse to be a pawn in their machinations. Eventually, they'll have no choice but to seek out another target, leaving you to enjoy your peace of mind. The grey rock method acts as a shield, enabling you to lead a more tranquil and fulfilling life away from the turbulence stirred up by a narcissist. Rather than attempting to alter the individual, it's about thwarting their efforts to dominate and manipulate you. Employing this technique is pivotal for reclaiming your serenity, autonomy, and well-being. When contending with a toxic narcissist, the grey rock method emerges as a valuable tool. It entails harnessing the power of silence to safeguard yourself. From the outset, establish firm boundaries, signal that you're not a pushover, and demonstrate that their antics won't rattle you. The objective is to exude the same level of interest and excitement as a nondescript grey rock. This strategy seeks to diffuse what might otherwise be an exceedingly volatile situation. You're not looking to exacerbate matters. You're simply seeking to dampen the chaos. While you can't dictate the narcissist's actions, you retain agency over your own conduct. The aim is to de-escalate tensions, not escalate them. Avoid provoking the narcissist, as it could have adverse repercussions for you. Your mere presence may sometimes irk them, but in areas where you hold sway, exercise discretion. Refrain from engaging in futile arguments or vying for the last word. Keep your ego in check and sidestep unnecessary confrontations whenever possible. By embracing this approach, you reclaim your autonomy from the narcissist's grasp, thwarting their attempts to manipulate and dominate you. Instead of being ensnared in their schemes, you assert your independence, signaling that you won't be swayed by their tactics. Eventually, they'll come to realize they can't bend you to their will and will seek out someone else to prey upon, leaving you to enjoy peace and tranquility. This strategy equips you with the tools to navigate interactions with the narcissist, sidestep conflicts, and safeguard your mental and emotional well-being. Keep in mind that narcissists thrive on eliciting emotional responses from their targets. Prepare yourself to respond with phrases like, "Okay, everyone's entitled to their perspective," or "Your feelings are valid." By refusing to engage and distancing yourself from their negativity, you deny them the attention they crave, signaling that you're not a fertile source of validation for them. Maintain a sense of detachment whenever possible, resisting the urge to get entangled in their mind games. When communicating with them, employ I or we language to reaffirm your identity and connection to your values. In complex or confusing conversations, steer clear of using accusatory you language, as it can escalate tensions. Instead, focus on articulating your own emotions and needs without resorting to sarcasm or blame. Stay true to yourself, stand firm, and keep a clear head. Refuse to relinquish your power. That wraps up our discussion for today. I hope you've gained some valuable insights. If you found this helpful, Give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and share the key takeaways with others. Spread the knowledge to friends who might benefit from it as well. If you're new here, a warm welcome and thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell as I release new videos daily. As we part ways, remember this: know your value, honor your worth, and embrace your freedom. Looking forward to our next conversation. Sending you lots of love, and until next time. You're facing off against a cunning narcissist in a courtroom, determined to unveil their true nature. It might seem daunting, but fear not. We're here to support you. In this piece, we'll delve into the intricacies of navigating the legal arena with a narcissist and guide you in crafting a winning strategy. Additionally, we provide personalized consultations starting at just $1 a week, ensuring you never face this battle alone. Discover the link to sign up in the description below. Bringing a narcissist to court presents a dilemma. It could be your best or worst decision. These adept manipulators possess a remarkable talent for persuading others of their innocence, making exposure a formidable challenge. However, the key lies in their predictable tactic of shifting blame onto you, and with the right strategies and support, you can outsmart them and ensure justice prevails. In the whirlwind of legal proceedings, it's crucial to remember that narcissists excel at portraying themselves as victims. They'll attempt to sway judges and juries by painting a picture of their perfect life, tarnished only by your alleged interference. Don't be deceived. Despite some court officials claiming to spot narcissists easily, dismantling their facade often requires more than mere intuition. Whether you're entangled with a narcissist in a divorce battle, a custody dispute, or any legal skirmish, success demands a skilled attorney, a measured anger fueling your determination, and a vulnerable narcissist meeting their match. The journey isn't smooth, but armed with effective strategies and support, you can unveil the narcissist in court and emerge triumphant. Court proceedings, often intimate and probing, play to your advantage when confronting a narcissist. By unraveling their deceptive maneuvers and grasping their tactics, you enhance your odds of prevailing. So, get comfortable, grab your favorite snack, and let's explore the myriad ways to outsmart a narcissist in court together. And don't forget, if you ever seek additional guidance or support, our one-on-one consultations are just a click away. Find the link in the description below to kickstart the journey. Foremost, it's imperative not to react to the narcissist's provocations during court proceedings. Even the most amiable individuals may find it challenging to maintain composure when faced with outlandish statements or gossip about themselves. Staying calm and avoiding emotional outbursts is crucial. In the face of the narcissist's outrageous remarks, legal professionals and court officials stress the significance of showcasing to the judge and jury that you have mastery over your emotions. Refraining from impulsive reactions is crucial, as a knee-jerk response might lead the jury to perceive you as the narcissist. Experts recommend a strategic approach to outsmarting a narcissist in court, emphasizing openness to criticism and self-awareness of personal flaws. However, maintaining a reasonable connection to emotions is key, striking a delicate balance. Attorneys play a pivotal role in coaching their clients to maintain composure throughout the trial, while judiciously expressing the emotional impact they've endured at appropriate junctures. Jury members keenly observe reactions to discern the true narcissist in a case. Given the narcissist's difficulty in managing emotions, their potential outbursts become a focal point for the victim's lawyers. Strategically, lawyers pose suggestive questions to unveil the narcissist's authentic character. Narcissists are dedicated to upholding a flawless image, and lawyers adeptly exploit this vulnerability by crafting deposition questions that can elicit revealing behaviors. For example, queries about the narcissistic spouse's capacity for empathy toward their children, or the accuracy of not communicating with them, for months are deliberately framed to spotlight the narcissist's behavior and character. In divorce proceedings, lawyers recognize the significant impact that questions, particularly those involving children, can have on defeating a narcissist in court. The aim is to pose inquiries that challenge or diverge from the narcissist's initial statements and other witness accounts, revealing the narcissist's culpability and substantiating the victim's suffering. When children are involved, lawyers aim to illustrate how the narcissist's actions detrimentally affect the well-being of the children. Legal professionals actively seek indications of aggression, as the jury often looks for tangible proof of narcissistic traits. However, establishing this proof can be challenging, underscoring the importance of well-crafted deposition questions. By strategically posing suggestive questions that unveil the narcissist's inclinations, lawyers can construct a compelling case, ultimately leading to success. Thirdly, meticulous documentation plays a pivotal role in guiding lawyers on how to prevail against a narcissist in court. Evidence and documentation, encompassing text messages, emails, and letters addressed to the victim, are indispensable. Lawyers express particular interest in any records of verbal or physical abuse, manipulation, and gaslighting tactics. Narcissists might attempt to establish contact outside the courtroom, prompting lawyers to stress the significance of documenting such interactions. Recording phone calls becomes crucial, especially when the narcissist underestimates the potential consequences, making threats or engaging in verbal abuse, unaware that it may work to their disadvantage. Legal professionals actively seek any negative communications that consistently highlight the narcissist's behavior. Witness statements hold significant importance in their efforts, as they are typically aware that at least one person has observed or heard the victim's abuse. It is crucial to document their accounts as valuable testimony. Moreover, documenting any attempts at contact from the narcissist's friends or relatives can offer substantial evidence, especially when a third party is involved. Before we proceed, consider subscribing to my channel for more insightful tips like these. Fourthly, involving friends or family who have witnessed the abuse becomes a crucial step in understanding how to defeat a narcissist in court, as discussed earlier in this video. Lawyers place high value on external witnesses, acknowledging that there is usually someone who has witnessed or heard the abuse in some capacity. This could involve hearing phone calls, witnessing gaslighting, or observing physical marks on the victim's body. Legal professionals recognize the significance of these individuals speaking up during the trial, providing any relevant documentation such as pictures, marks, texts, or other pertinent evidence. At times, the presence of such evidence can be the determining factor in favor of the victim. Narcissists may remain unaware that other individuals are privy to their abusive behavior, making involving outside parties an effective strategy to defeat them in court. Bringing in third parties can unsettle a narcissist, as they typically disdain external involvement or influence in their relationship affairs. Their assumption is often that it has always been just them and the victim involved, making the introduction of third parties a source of anxiety for the narcissist, exposing their vulnerable side. Fifthly, employing the silent treatment proves to be a potent strategy for defeating a narcissist. These individuals thrive on attention and relish being the focal point, but they crumble when ignored, dismissed, or made to feel insignificant. Utilizing the silent treatment can dismantle them, as it's a tactic they often use on others, but find unbearable when turned against them. It leaves them pondering about the thoughts of the other person, whether love still exists, and if discussions about them are circulating. Refusing to partake in the narcissist's theatrics can evoke emotions like distress and narcissistic rage. When a narcissist experiences the emotions they typically inflict on their victims, it aids lawyers in breaking them down in court. The silent treatment places the narcissist in a state of powerlessness, withholding the attention they incessantly seek and potentially leading to an outburst. In a courtroom setting, the narcissist might lash out at the victim, laying blame and asserting that things wouldn't have escalated if the victim had adhered to their instructions. This behavior exposes the typical dynamic of the narcissist being in control of the relationship and validates the victim's assertions. Sixthly, it is crucial to convey to the court that you will not tolerate bullying. Narcissists cannot endure the feeling of inferiority, and they disdain individuals who refuse to submit to their dominance. As the victim in court, you must demonstrate to both the court and the narcissist that you have reached your limit with their oppressive behavior. Narcissists become unsettled when they sense a loss of control in a situation. Witnessing the dissolution of their relationship in a public setting can dent their self-esteem, leading to visible struggles in maintaining composure. The emergence of your growing confidence and the defiance you display challenges their dominance, triggering a shift in the narcissist's behavior evident in their tone and body language. Lawyers play a crucial role in instructing you on how to outsmart a narcissist in court, coaching you on the appropriate tones, body language, and responses. They impart strategies to showcase to the judge and jury that you are taking charge of the situation, compelling the narcissist to exhibit a demeanor that is snippy, talkative, and conflicted. Seventhly, seeking therapy before the trial proves to be a valuable asset in overcoming a narcissist. Discussing the relationship's events with a therapist can yield impartial and precise insights into the dynamics at home. Therapists can testify about the victim's distress, symptoms, and enduring abuse if present. This expert testimony enhances the victim's case against the narcissist, introducing a perspective the narcissist may not have anticipated. The revelation of an expert witness conveying their professional judgment on the narcissist's behavior and its adverse effects on the victim's life can leave the narcissist astounded. This strategic move enables lawyers to portray the narcissist in the most unfavorable light possible. If you found this information helpful, please explore our related videos and feel free to drop a comment saying, "I subscribed," for a personal response from us. A narcissist may pursue you until they figure out a way to sufficiently get to know you to be of interest. Consequently, they frequently assert their desires, irrespective of the repercussions. By closely observing others, narcissists may gain insight into how to manipulate them more effectively. While the narcissist devotes more time and effort to certain individuals than others, but ultimately everyone is neglected. It is possible that the narcissist desired a sexual encounter with you, financial gain, or your favor. The opposing party failed to fulfill their contractual obligations or implement the required modifications. Narcissists, by nature being self-centered, will rapidly relinquish interest in an individual should a more favorable alternative materialize. As I explained in another video, they may begin to ignore the person who stood up to them out of pain, pride, or resentment. However, you should strive to make this a permanent circumstance. Ensure that they are eliminated permanently from your life by using this as a get-out-of-jail-free card. It is advisable to completely sever all lines of communication with them and their aerial primates. As a result of your offense, the narcissist will likely attempt to tarnish your reputation. You have successfully severed any additional physical or emotional ties, so they will inevitably be compelled to acknowledge that, in the end, they will have to seek fulfillment in alternative locations. Maintain a safe distance from the narcissist and resist their requests for narcissistic supply. Even the slightest sign of an open door will entice them to return. They will look elsewhere if the narcissist is unable to obtain what they consider to be their due. A further foolproof way to divert the narcissist's attention from yourself is to confront them directly regarding their negative conduct. They will likely attempt to avoid you if you confront the narcissist and refuse to tolerate their deceit, manipulation, and other noxious behaviors. They have a preference for concealing themselves rather than exposed. They will determine without delay that you are not someone with whom they wish to spend time. Narcissists disregard any information that might assist in the improvement of their conduct. Even with the best of intentions, they will attempt to avoid your company and take your criticisms personally. Giving in to their demands is my final, unpopular, yet undeniably effective piece of advice for losing their interest in a narcissist. Evidently, some narcissists derive satisfaction from the pursuit, judging by the rate at which they become bored. Unfortunately, the moment they clasp you in their grasp, they lose interest and concern for you. As the narcissist no longer finds you to be a source of delight, but rather frustration, they will cease lavishing you with affection. Those in their vicinity are frequently perplexed by the narcissist's erratic mood fluctuations. However, it was evident that the victim was not at fault. The narcissist is preoccupied with nothing but himself or herself. Narcissists find tedious, among other things, the discussion I provided in this video regarding the maintenance of healthy relationships. It is unwise to associate oneself with negative individuals. It appears that they derive amusement from exaggerated pessimism and dramatic circumstances. Although this list may appear brief, the following 4 things can cause a narcissist to lose interest in others. I'm able to speak from experience. I would prefer to avoid further investing time in individuals who enjoy playing narcissists for fools with the intention of disappointing them later. Kindly elaborate on your encounters with narcissists and indicate in the comments whether you are inclined to implement any of the strategies that I have delineated below. I earnestly wish that you perceive this video as enlightening. Your feedback has been extremely beneficial. Once more, I appreciate everyone tuning in.